Nearly 3,000 people have been killed in the city of Goma in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, according to the United Nations, after it was captured by rebels following days of fierce fighting with the Congolese army. Vivian van de Peer, deputy head of the UN mission in DR Congo, said Wednesday that so far 2,000 bodies have been collected from the Goma streets in recent days, and 900 bodies remain in the morgues of the Goma hospitals. "We expect this number to go up," she told reporters in a video call from the city, which is home to about 2 million people. "There are still many decomposing bodies in certain areas." The retrieval of the bodies comes after the rebel coalition, Alliance Fleuve Congo, which includes the M23 armed group, announced a ceasefire from Tuesday in response to the humanitarian crisis caused by the Kinshasa regime, referring to DR Congo's government. The government on Tuesday described the ceasefire as false communication, and heavy fighting has continued to be reported in South Kivu province, the UN said Wednesday. DR Congo, a country of more than 100 million people, has experienced decades of violence driven by ethnic tensions and fights over access to land and mineral resources, causing one of the world's largest humanitarian crises. Congo, the United States and UN experts accuse neighboring Rwanda of backing M23, which is mainly made up of ethnic Tutsis who broke away from the Congolese army more than a decade ago. Rwanda's government denies the claim, but has acknowledged it has troops and missile systems in eastern Congo to safeguard its security, according to the Associated Press. Rwanda's president, Paul Kagame, told CNN on Monday that he didn't know whether Rwandan military forces were in Congo, but said his country would do what's needed to protect itself. Since 2022, M23, which claims to defend the interests of minority communities including the Tutsi, has waged a renewed rebellion against the Congolese government, occupying a large expanse in North Kivu, which borders Rwanda and Uganda. The region is home to rare minerals, including vast deposits of coltan, which is crucial to the production of phones and computers. Heavy fighting has been reported. Van de Peer said Wednesday that while the UN hoped the ceasefire would hold, it appears that is not the case, with ongoing fighting reported along a main road toward the South Kivu capital of Bukavu. In Bukavu, tensions are rising as the M23 moves closer, just 50 kilometers north of the city, Van de Peer told reporters, calling the situation in South Kivu province particularly concerning. Rebel groups appear to continue gaining ground in the mineral-rich eastern region, capturing a town 100 kilometers or 60 miles from Bukavu, the Associated Press reported Wednesday, citing civil society officials and residents. Van de Peer said the UN is gravely concerned at losing Bukavu's Kavumu airport, which she said is critical for ongoing civilian and humanitarian use around South Kivu. The rebel alliance has emphasized previously it has no intention of capturing Bukavu or other areas, where many displaced people from Goma have fled. However, we reiterate our commitment to protecting and defending the civilian population and our positions, it said. Rebels have made a string of territorial acquisitions in recent weeks in the nation's east, and the group's leader has expressed the intention of capturing more cities, including the national capital Kinshasa. Kinshasa lies around 930 miles away from Goma, on the vast country's western edge. AFC spokesman Victor Tsongo told CNN on Friday that rebels were working to install a new administration in Goma and advance further into South Kivu and Kinshasa. M23 leader Corneille Nangaa also told Rwandan media last week that his group's objective was to go to Kinshasa. "We are going to fight until we get to Kinshasa. We have come to Goma to stay. We are not going to withdraw. We are going to move forward from Goma to Bukavu, up to Kinshasa," he said. In Goma, Van de Peer said the rebel group is consolidating control over the city and territories of North Kivu that it has already seized. The Congolese government has not confirmed the rebels' takeover, but acknowledged their presence in Goma. Last week, a new military governor was appointed for North Kivu, which was described by the Congolese military as being under a state of siege. "We remain under occupation in Goma. The situation is still highly volatile with a persistent risk of escalation," Van de Peer said Wednesday. "All exit routes from Goma are under their control, and the airport, also under M23 control, is closed until further notice." The escalating violence has led to immense human suffering, displacement, and a growing humanitarian crisis, Van de Peer said. "Nearly 2,000 civilians are sheltering at UN peacekeeping bases in Goma," she said.